2 months after we started our kitchen makeover with the goal of transforming this charming but crumbling kitchen into a functional and cosy heart of our home and guesthouse business, a major delivery is arriving: the limestone floor tiles, freshly sliced from a quarry in Burgundy. Our masons have already taken off the old fake terracotta tiles, poured a concrete slab, put insulation down covered by a screed. Now that it has dried out, it's time to lay the stone. However, somewhere else in the chateau, something very unexpected happened. Philip, I think you need to come and look upstairs. Have you seen what they've done?
Not yet.
I thought they were just going to take out like 1 or 2 tiles and repair it.
Are you surprised?
I'm in shock. It's a mess up there.
Well, I'm going to explain you why. Come. Why it was necessary. Come.
What did you tell them to do? They destroyed the floor.
Okay, I'm going to explain everything. There used to be cracks in the floor, in between the tiles. Since we came here, they were cracked. I tried to repair them. They cracked again. I thought we could just repair this area, but it turned out whenever they lifted up the tiles next to it cracked as well. And so we came to the conclusion that either we repair that little area now and do the same thing next year again, or we do it once and for all. And, you know, it's the perfect moment to do it, I think.
Yeah, perfect.
I'm there to help if necessary.
What are you going to do?
Supervise. So what they're going to do now, they're going to clean this. They're going to replace the old slab with a new one. And then they're going to put the old tiles back into place.
Hopefully in time for April.
Yeah, we still have 1.5 months before the guests come.
Actually, it's almost 1 month now.
Yeah, 1 month before the guests come.
Great. This is actually the green guest room, which is right now part of the building site because the builders are removing all the old slab and taking it out through this window. Yeah, this is the current situation right now here.
Hey. I think I'm going to buy an Andy Warhol.
I didn't think you were that into art prints.
No, I'm not talking prints. I mean a real Andy Warhol.
Did we just win the lottery?
No, but we got a new sponsor.
Wow, a generous one.
No, let me explain. For this week's advertisement, we're teaming up with a platform called Masterworks. They give you the possibility to invest in art by name like Banksy, Monet, Basquiat and other iconic artists. And investing in art is something you should look at. According to publicly available data, contemporary art pricing has outpaced the S&P 500 total return by 174% from 1995 to 2020 and is one of the most stable asset classes from a volatility perspective. It took me several hours to practice to get the sentence out straight, and if you didn't understand what I just said, don't worry, I had to Google as well. Basically, it means that the high-end art market prices, which are paintings selling over $1 million, have not only gone up more than top 500 stocks in the last 25 years, but the prices also tend to go up and down a lot less. I hear you asking, Philip, you might be one of the top influencers in Gonville-sur-Honfleur, but given your glamorous lifestyle, do you have enough money to buy multi-million-dollar paintings? And the answer is, of course, not yet, but there is now a way to have access to these once exclusive assets, and that's thanks to Masterworks. They have a team of art experts finding trending artists with a high potential for growth and price appreciation. They then purchase paintings by these artists, and after they bought them, you can purchase shares representing an investment in those artworks on their platform. If you would like now to take advantage and invest in some fine art with Masterworks, please tell them that I sent you and you will receive priority access by clicking the link in the description. So go check it out. You'll see it's a really cool concept, especially if you want to diversify your portfolio, which you definitely should. I'm cleaning the hallway and the landing. It doesn't make sense, it's not finished, as you can see. You know, after 2 years of renovations, finally last year we felt we have a home, a working home. And for the last 3 months, this completely changed. Our kitchen is a mess. The garden is a huge mess. And now this. Poor Anna, she's a bit stressed out. And I do feel a little bit guilty. I just hope that I can make Anna feel a little bit better if these stairs are clean. But hey, it's gonna be done in 2 days, they say. But that's how it is now. And tomorrow it should already look much better. And good news is that all of these beams are in good condition. The builders managed to clean this area and it looks cleaner. Unfortunately, after close inspection, I found out that some of those beams are in fact a little bit rotten, but nothing to really be worried about. I don't think this insect damage date from last year, but to be on the safe side, I decided to apply this extremely poisonous product, which will kill all the potential remaining insects in this wood and reduces my lifespan and the lifespan of my family by 5 years. It also says you should wear a type 2 or type 3 protective suit. I have no idea what that means, but I took out my most dirty working trousers, a fairly new jumper, just to be sure, and I'm wearing one of these masks, and they are perfect because they prevent you from getting COVID when you're standing in a restaurant. And I use these protective gloves here. I use them to clean toilets, so even though I don't know what these numbers mean, they are definitely good to clean number 1 and number 2. And as always, when it comes to poisonous substances, a perfect container is Anna's patisserie bowl. And
Philip, have you got my patisserie bowl?
no. Why do you? Yeah, I know. Good. Second layer. There are many reasons why I don't like to do this, but mainly because it's boring, and when I'm bored I have these strange thoughts like, what are we doing here? Not at the chateau, here in this world. Why is there something and not nothing? Or if God is good and almighty, why don't I have a motorbike? Why did he create women, and how did I end up with 3 of them? You see, that's why I should stick to plumbing. I find it more distracting. I do wonder though if there isn't a more sustainable alternative to treat wood. So if you have an idea how to do this in a more sustainable way without killing bees and fishes, I would love to hear it in the comments.
Je suis très impressionnée par tes dessins.
Merci. Ah, lui.
En fait, on a vu qu'est-ce que c'est le vrai dessin par rapport à ce que Philippe il fait. This is Philip's drawing. And this is Benoit's drawing. Look at that. The precision.
Tu sais ce que ça veut dire être précis?
Ça veut dire que c'est compliqué de le faire avant que le faux plafond soit installé.
Tu sais ce que ça veut dire d'être précis?
Ouais.
C'est lire un mètre correctement. C'est beau, hein?
Oui. La précision, c'est mon deuxième nom.
Ouais.
Ouais, Philippe Précision.
D'accord.
Ouais. Tu savais pas, non? Non, c'est les moulures dessinées en 45 degrés, c'est compliqué.
Non.
Et c'est pour ça qu'il a dessiné dans ce sens-là, comme ça il a évité de devoir dessiner
Non.
les moulures en
Oh la mauvaise foi, le mec.
Mais ce qui est bien aussi avec Benoît, c'est comme il y a 60 ans, tu vois, c'est encore à la main.
Je sais. Le marbre, je pense que ton vasque, tu vas le descendre à la hauteur des mains. Il faut que tu viennes le faire dépasser dessus pour qu'il recouvre la vasque tout autour.
Ça veut dire qu'il faut que je te donne les mesures pour que tu le fasses.
Alors, non, je vais prendre les mesures.
I think that's
Parce que
a good idea.
on n'est pas à 10 cm près, on est à 1 mm près. Celui que je retiens, moi, en poteau, c'est celui-là. Moi, je préfère celui-ci, je le trouve beaucoup plus fin, beaucoup plus agréable.
Oui.
J'ai peur que ça
Mais
soit...
tu sais ce que j'aime pas? Ici, il faudrait qu'il soit un peu plus...
Attends, tu vas pas faire la goutte. Ça fait, tu sais, ça fait picher. Hein.
Je préfère celle de Benoît.
Oui, quand je le vois ici, oui.
On va faire la mienne.
Ouais.
Là, ça c'est fait.
Oui.
Donc là, le reste c'est bon,
Ouais,
t'as rien
c'est pas
d'autre,
de-
ok, il n'y a pas de mystère.
Ouais.
Donc
Donc
ça,
le
c'est,
mystère, ça va le moment où on pose, si la sortie de l'évacuation de l'électricité est au bon endroit. Parce qu'il y avait, comment dire, un doute.
Mais je peux te comprendre.
Oui, parce que c'était assez abstrait.
Non, c'est surtout venant de ta part, c'est normal qu'il y ait des doutes.
C'est ça, c'est ça.
Bon, faut savoir qu'ici sur les côtés, on avait prévu prise. Hein.
Oui, ça, je l'ai.
Et ça, tu te débrouilles. Il faut que tu trouves des prises super sympas. Quoi.
Oui.
Pas parce que t'as décidé de mettre un truc que ça va tout gâcher chez mon truc.
En fait, c'est un truc avec des LED bleus.
Waouh.
Là, qui circulent. Quand tu mets un truc.
Donc voilà, ça donne ça.
Et c'est prêt pour quand, Benoît?
Dans un mois.
Il a dit dans une semaine. Everybody is doing interesting things at the moment in this house. I was assigned to do something less interesting, and I decided to take you with me. It gives you the opportunity to see a room that hasn't been on film for a long time. And if you're a new subscriber, you might never have seen this room before. It is what we call the fifth guest room. And as you can see, it's not completely finished yet, mainly because I use it as my tool room. And we need to sort out a couple of things before we can ask people to pay to stay in here. At one point, we hoped that we would be able to restore this room and another room for this season, but then the kitchen turned out to be such a major job. In order to manage to do this in the winter, we want to be prepared and we want to do everything in the right order. And one of the first things to do in this room is to change those old windows. These are 19th century windows because we are in the 19th century extension of the house, but they are unfortunately rotten inside, rotten outside. You can see here water's coming in everywhere. And according to Benoit and according to my instincts, these windows are not repairable. So we ordered new windows, but we want to keep these beautiful crémons. They're called crémons in French. And the windows are ready. And the company that makes the wooden windows, the reproduction windows, asked me now to take these off. They pick these up and put them on the new windows. If I manage to get all of the screws out as easily as this one, I would be the happiest man in this room. This is interesting what I'm doing. I don't know. It was too good to be true. Ooh, maybe it worked. No, not this one. This one wants to stay in there. I was looking for this tool and it was nowhere to find, and I found it downstairs. And I think it was the kids. The kids love to play with all sorts of tools, especially angle grinders. They see an angle grinder, they take it, they plug it in, and they start cutting. They cut the heads of their dolls off. They used it on the neighbor's cat. Oh, it worked. This is the ladder. That's stable. Oh, please make my life easy. Good. Six pack into my trousers. Sorry guys, for patrons only. Good. This is done. No, it's not done because there's still that one. The rebellious one doesn't want to comply. Canadian trucker of window hardware. I'm gonna go full Justin Trudeau on you without regards of collateral damage, but that would be silly because I still need this. It looks so easy in politics, but when it comes to windows, you have to be more careful and sensible. Here we go. You see? It wasn't that difficult to obey.
I think it's finished. And it looks so good. Wow. Looks amazing.
After how long did it take them?
3 weeks, 4 weeks in total. It was a bit of work.
But they did a fantastic job.
You can start to see it's looking really beautiful over here where it's drying out. So this is going to be the colour. It's a kind of lighter tone. Over the weekend, we're going to leave the radiators on in here to try and dry the stone out. That's so that on Monday morning, if everything is dry, we can apply a sealant, which is going to protect the stone because the stone is very porous, and hopefully the masons will be able to start grouting. Maybe then it will be finished by Wednesday.
I'm pleased because we managed to replace the fake terracotta tiles with burgundy stone. It looks nice, it will age well, and it's in keeping with the period of this extension. And one more thing, we were able to buy these tiles thanks to our patrons, because this part of the kitchen renovation was financed by the money we receive through our patrons who support our channel. So a huge shout out to you guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you guys. this episode, don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button. For exclusive videos and behind the scenes updates, have a look at our Patreon page. Thank you so much for watching.